So what can we do in the meantime, right? We've covered being scared. We've covered going through trials. We've covered being wronged. We've covered being afraid. We've covered all of it, right? To count it all joy, yes, that's what we should do. But what else can we be doing in the meantime? Don't just sit around. Idle hands make for an idle mind. Am I right? That's what Proverbs says. Worst thing you can do is have an idle mind, because that is the devil's foothold. He loves to get into an idle mind and get you going. Don't do it. I've been there last summer. I got into a depression and I let it fester, and he almost ruined it. You know, he really did. It was not cool, right? So what's the first thing we can do? Well, the best thing you can do when you're going through something terrible is, first of all, thank God. Thank God. Tell him thank you. Thank you for giving me this cup. That sounds weird, but here is why. There's always somebody. I've never been afraid or had like a pity party for myself because of the illness that I have that just no one else on earth seems to have. Because there's always somebody that has it worse than me. I know 2 people that are a couple years younger than me that have terminal cancer. Right? There's always somebody that has it worse. So thank God that that's not you. What else can we do? First commandment, or the new commandment, love one another as I've loved you. That means he died for us. So we got to be ready to go that far. Now, we don't have to die for them. I'm just saying we got to love them that much. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are from me. When you show people love, the love of Christ, when you have mercy on those who don't deserve it, when you see the unseen in this world that most people overlook, and you become a friend to the ones who people are like, they can't provide me anything, so I'm not going to be their friend, or they don't look right, or have this. Because those are the people God sees, when you go out and you do for them and you befriend that person, that's how you know you're of God. Because if he's given you the heart for those people and you obey him and you listen, that's how they'll know. And they might not be saved. So think about the testimony that's giving them. They're going to be like, why is this person being so nice to me? Everyone else in this earth has just thought I was worthless. Well, you know what? God didn't think you were worthless. And if we really want to be like Christ, and we call ourselves Christ followers, then we got to treat people like he would. He treated the least amongst him with the utmost respect, right? He was there. He washed the disciples' feet. I think we've been over that, but he became their servant, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Like, no, I'm washing your feet. Peter's like, dog, this is wrong. You know, you gotta love Peter. He's his best friend. He's like, come on, man. Dude, you're the king. You know, I can only think of it as me being like, come on, Peyton. Don't do it. Like, what are you talking about? Forget this guy. Jesus was like, no. I will serve the least amongst you, because that was an example of what we're supposed to do. Best thing you can do when you go through a situation like that is go out and help other people. Help other people. Bottom line. That feed his sheep. That's people. Feed his sheep and love on them, right? Also, take heart. He is going to restore everything the enemy stole from you. He restored everything for Job. Many times over. Even if you went out and caused your own problem, if you repent and get back in line, he's going to restore what the enemy stole from you. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He came for us to have life and life more abundantly. Okay? He's not going to leave us out there just suffering all the time. If we've made it right and we've really walked through the consequences and everything, he says, I will restore the years the enemy stole from you. And we got to believe him because God is just and he cannot deny himself. So we've got to believe his word because he literally says, God cannot deny himself there because he is faithful. Therefore, he would not be God. If he wasn't faithful and denied himself from being faithful, he wouldn't be God. I'd be God. We're in trouble if I'm God. We are in big trouble because I can't do any of that. You know what I'm saying? And remember, the joy of the Lord is my strength. I never got that to this year, but what that means is when you've done everything you can do, and God you finally, like, I can't do it anymore, God, and he steps in and he brings in his power, that will give you the strength to continue on, and you will still be able to have joy in the midst of sorrow. That don't mean you're going to be happy, but you will have joy. You won't be in despair. That is a promise you can take to the bank. I'm telling you, I've experienced it myself. I'm telling you, there is no reason why I should be okay right now mentally with everything that I've been through. There's no reason why I shouldn't be scared to death. I'm not. I wake up now. Do I get sad a lot? Yes, I do. I cry a lot. Not over even the physicalness of it. There's just emotional stuff. But he still gives me joy. That's my strength. You know why? Because when he told me to do something, I did it and I obeyed him even though I did not want to. I did not want to. But he said, get out of here. Let it go and get out of here. And I was like, how? I don't know if I can. Yeah, you can. It's going to be hard. And it's been harder than I thought. I thought we'd be over it by now. We're not. But he's still giving me joy every day. Right? And he's going to restore it. He's going to restore those years that I lost. Because why? I've been back to being obedient and I've repented. And I truly believe that. I just believe what he says. You got to take him at his word. You got to get to the point where you're like, do I trust this guy or not? It's all or nothing. It can't be halfway. You either believe it or you don't, you know? Then we got to remember, he's going to make a way when there's no way. You know, that song, way maker, miracle worker. And then it's like, even when I don't see him, he's working. Sometimes you're there, sitting there for, like me, year and a half. You're like, dude, what's going on? He's working. He's working behind the scenes. Do you think he's just sitting up there watching you suffer? There's a reason. Maybe he's trying to teach you something. Maybe he's teaching you patience. Maybe it's not even about you. Other people are watching you. That's another reason why he's going to allow you to go through trials. He wants to see how you're going to handle it. Are you going to just throw a temper tantrum and just flip out every day? Or are you going to be a mature Christian and not be tossed by the winds and the waves and say, I can handle it? And if he knows that you can handle it, he's going to go on your behalf, before you and behind you. And he is going to make a way. Sometimes it takes some time to get some pieces lined up, you know? You got to get all the players on the board. Sometimes it takes years to rebuild a franchise team, right? Years. You got to go through several drafts sometimes. But eventually you get back to it. Am I right? The verse that he says, we'll get to it.